The Bitconnect scandal remains one of the most infamous cryptocurrency frauds in history, defrauding investors out of a staggering $2.4 billion. This scheme, which promised enormous returns through a seemingly foolproof investment model, left thousands devastated when it all came crashing down. Bitconnect lured unsuspecting investors with its enticing lending program, claiming to generate consistent high returns through a proprietary trading bot. For over a year, the platform attracted billions of dollars, fueled by aggressive marketing and glowing endorsements. However, what seemed too good to be true turned out to be just that, a massive Ponzi scheme that eventually collapsed under its own weight. In this video, we'll explore the rise of Bitconnect, its fraudulent practices, and the dramatic downfall that followed. We'll also delve into the legal repercussions and the critical lessons to be learned from this notorious crypto scam, offering insights to help you avoid similar pitfalls in the future. The rise of Bitconnect. Bitconnect was launched in 2016, positioning itself as a revolutionary platform in the burgeoning world of cryptocurrency. The founders promised investors guaranteed returns of up to 40% per month through their lending program. This program supposedly utilized a sophisticated trading bot that could profit from the volatility of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. The concept was simple. Users would lend their Bitcoin to Bitconnect, which would then generate returns through daily interest payouts. The core of Bitconnect's operation was its lending program. Investors were required to buy Bitconnect's own cryptocurrency, BCC, which they would then lend back to the platform. In return, they were promised daily interest payments, with the interest rate varying based on the performance of the trading bot. The allure of high returns, combined with the perceived legitimacy of cryptocurrency trading, drew in a massive number of investors, many of whom believed they had found a way to make easy, passive income. Bitconnect's growth was fueled by an aggressive marketing campaign. The platform heavily incentivized users to recruit new members through a referral program, creating a multi-level marketing structure that rapidly expanded its user base. This pyramid-like recruitment strategy was further bolstered by endorsements from popular YouTubers and social media influencers who flaunted their earnings and urged their followers to join. By the time Bitconnect reached its peak, it had accumulated billions in investments, becoming one of the top 20 cryptocurrencies by market capitalization. The Ponzi scheme unveiled. Despite its rapid rise, Bitconnect faced skepticism from the outset. Many cryptocurrency experts and analysts warned that the promised returns were unsustainable and that the platform lacked transparency. Critics pointed out that Bitconnect provided no verifiable information about its trading bot or the algorithms it supposedly used to generate profits. Additionally, the company's structure bore striking similarities to classic Ponzi schemes, where returns to earlier investors are paid from the contributions of newer investors rather than from legitimate profits. Regulatory bodies in several countries, including the UK and Texas, issued warnings or cease and desist orders, citing concerns about the platform's legality and the potential for fraud. The house of cards began to crumble in January 2018. After receiving multiple cease and desist orders from US state regulators, Bitconnect abruptly announced that it was shutting down its lending program and exchange platform. This announcement caused the value of BCC, Bitconnect's cryptocurrency, to plummet from over $400 to mere cents within days, wiping out billions in investor wealth. The sudden collapse left thousands of investors stranded, with many realizing too late that they had fallen victim to one of the largest Ponzi schemes in cryptocurrency history. At its core, Bitconnect operated as a classic Ponzi scheme. The platform attracted new investors with promises of high returns, using their investments to pay returns to earlier investors. This created the illusion of a profitable and legitimate operation, which in turn attracted even more investors. However, the model was inherently unsustainable. Once the flow of new investments slowed, Bitconnect could no longer maintain its payouts. The shutdown of the platform and the subsequent crash of BCC exposed the entire operation as a fraud, with the vast majority of investors losing their funds. The scheme's downfall highlighted the dangers of blindly trusting platforms that offer guaranteed returns without transparency. Indictment of founders and promoters. Following the collapse of Bitconnect, legal authorities quickly turned their attention to the individuals behind the scheme. The founder of Bitconnect, Satish Kumbhani, along with several key promoters, was indicted on charges related to fraud and conspiracy. Kumbhani was charged with orchestrating the $2.4 billion Ponzi scheme, where he and his associates falsely promised investors high returns through the so-called lending program. These charges include wire fraud, conspiracy to commit wire fraud, conspiracy to commit commodities fraud, operation of an unlicensed money-transmitting business, and conspiracy to commit international money laundering. The indictment revealed that Kumbhani and his team misled investors, manipulated the price of Bitconnect's cryptocurrency, BCC, and siphoned off millions into their own accounts. Legal proceedings are ongoing, with authorities seeking to bring those responsible to justice and recover some of the lost funds. Impact on victims. The collapse of Bitconnect left thousands of investors around the world devastated. Many had invested their life savings only to see their funds vanish almost overnight. The financial loss was staggering, but the emotional toll was equally severe, with many victims reporting feelings of betrayal, stress, and anxiety. In response, several lawsuits were filed against Bitconnect's promoters and organizers, with victims seeking compensation for their losses. While some efforts have been made to recover and redistribute the lost funds, the process has been slow, and the majority of the money remains unrecovered. For many victims, the prospect of reclaiming their investments remains uncertain. Global impact and regulatory response. The Bitconnect scandal had a profound impact on the global cryptocurrency industry, leading to increased regulatory scrutiny and a push for more robust safeguards to protect investors. Regulatory bodies worldwide, including the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, have since ramped up their efforts to monitor and regulate cryptocurrency projects, aiming to prevent similar scams. The scandal also fueled a broader discussion about the need for greater transparency and accountability in the crypto space, prompting some governments to consider stricter regulations or even bans on certain types of cryptocurrency activities. The fallout from Bitconnect served as a wake-up call to both regulators and investors, highlighting the risks associated with the rapidly evolving world of digital assets. Red flags to watch for. Investors should be vigilant for warning signs that could indicate a potential scam. Key red flags include promises of guaranteed returns, a lack of transparency or verifiable information about the company, pressure to recruit new investors often seen in pyramid schemes, and the absence of proper regulatory oversight. By staying informed and cautious, investors can protect themselves from falling victim to similar fraudulent schemes. The rise and fall of Bitconnect offers valuable lessons in due diligence, the necessity of regulatory oversight, and recognizing the warning signs of a Ponzi scheme. Stay informed and protect your investments. Subscribe for more insights into cryptocurrency and financial safety. Share this video and let us know your thoughts on the Bitconnect scandal in the comments.